Hi everyone, it's Cliff here for YC Test Drive. Thank you so much for those that are following YC Test Drive YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. I would urge you to subscribe if you are seeing this for the first time because you have missed a lot. Today I find myself here in the capital city at Auto House Audi. There's a car that I want to show you inside here. So follow me quickly. Let me not waste your time. Follow me so that I show you the kind of car that is inside here. This is an amazing car. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This is it. The Audi SQ5. Let me start with showing you how the key looks like. This is how the key looks like. Of course, you have these buttons here to unlock and lock everything and all that. And then you can also press it in here in the side to pull out this key, a manual key. Just in case you run out of battery for the remote, you can also do that. The grille has this shape and all these holes where you can almost fit your hand. This is to allow the air to go really directly onto the radiator, cool off the car as much as possible. This looks like some beehive shape, kind of shaped into a beehive, and then here closed off. So it does not have the air intake on the grille or on the front bumper like the SQ5. This normally it just has fog lights and your parking sensors there, and I like that glossy touches all the way. And also you see the lip, the bottom lip as well here. By the way, this has the matrix LED lights, really good LED light with the chrome touches or chrome trimming right inside it. This color is actually called ultra blue metallic, so it's quite a special blue. It's not the usual kind of blue that you would see. Okay, coming onto the rim, you have a 21-inch alloy rim with a V spoke. The brake caliber, how huge they are. That's because the brake pads in front, they are really huge to be able to stop this car when you need to stop, because this car is made to move, so you must be able to stop it. All right, and then you have the black mirrors with the LED indicators right onto the mirror as well. You have the cameras at the bottom, the cameras in front, and at the back and in front. So that's the 360 camera view. Black trimming everywhere. Same applies with your top roof rails. They are also black trimmed with a gloss black. Gloss trimming right at the bottom here with a silver. I'm not sure if it's this. It's like silver or grayish, shining, glossy trim all the way to the bottom as you come at the back. Here at the back, you also have some brake pads, not as huge as the ones in front. They are also sprayed in red. All right. You have the LED light with that gloss trim, black trim that goes all the way to the back. Also, you have that 4-ring in chrome. This tow bar is actually retractable just by pressing a button. You can retract it. Of course, at the back you have this diffuser, kind of diffuser here at the back. These are not exhausts. The actual exhaust is right underneath. Let me just show you. The exhaust is right here. So this, you cannot go anywhere. It's just to make it look nice. You have the reverse camera right here, and you have your fog lights right at the bottom and your reverse light right at the bottom. You have that trim, black trim that goes right on top of the diffuser. Okay, all the way to the end, just by pressing the button. If you press it twice, it does that by itself. You have 550 liters here at the back, so it's quite enough space really. You can also fold the seats just by pulling here. You can fold the seat. Of course, you have those LED lighting right there. You can then drop the car by holding here. You can lift it up, and then you can retract your tow bar. You have these nets, of course, to hold things. And then you have your kit here, you have your spare tire here. I like the fact that you can pull this one just in case at the back and you have things that you don't want people to see what you have at the back. If you press it by holding it, it starts coming down by itself and it closes nicely with ease. Of course, you have your parking sensors here, so that makes life easier, especially in town. So this is a compact SUV that you can live with in the city. I like the way how it slopes down here in this glossy black right here. And I like this trim, this black trim at the edge of the boot spoiler all the way to the other side, and your shark fin there. It almost looks like a sportsback, the way how it's just slopes down here at the bottom. Okay, so with the key, if it's locked, as long as the key is in my pocket, I can do almost anything, everything that I need to get in the car, to start the car, to do everything. By holding inside, you unlock, of course. Okay, let's see inside here. Ooh, it feels really, really good sitting inside here. Here you can set your seat, memory seat adjustment here. You can have two options. Apart from the gloss black on the doors and the hinge, the chrome hinge, you have the Alcantara door panel feel here. It really feels really nice and smooth. Of course, here it's plastic, but it's still quite nice and smooth. It feels really good, the steering wheel. It's more round. It's not flat here at the bottom like you would find on an SQ5. This one is more round. Of course, you can see that S badge right there. You have all the controls, the infotainment controls right here. The steering wheel is heated. By pressing that button, you have the paddle shift here, increasing and decreasing. You have your indicators on the left and the wipers on the right. On your display, this is what you can choose to have on your display here. Of course, you can have your rev counters, and then you can have, it can show you what you are doing in terms of the fuel, actual fuel consumption. Here it will show you how much you are doing in terms of the speed, but I normally prefer it if it's like this. And then it will show you the date also. The steering wheel is not electronically adjusted. Pull it this way or you can do it this way. All right, so that's manual. It's also right. The cruise control is right here. This is where your cruise control is. So it's quite different from VW that has it on the steering wheel. This one has it here. This car has an adaptive cruise control. So that's really good. Here you have the dials, very, very clean. Everything is quite censored. As soon as you touch here, you can see already it shows me something happening there. As soon as I touch here, I can select what I want to do, aircon off or aircon on, or I can put it in eco by pressing it up. Same applies with the fan. If I want it to blow more, I can, by pushing it, it's blowing more. Then you have the zones where you can synchro. Either you can have different temperature on the other side, different temperature on this side, but you can synchro. You have the heated seats that you can press right from here, and then of course your dial is really quite good. I like the fact that they are also indicating the temperature digitally, that indication of the temperature right on there. It really feels good, and I like the blue for cooling and the red for warm or for heat. I like that. This is where you switch on your radio. Right from here, you have the descent control here, parking sensors and parking assistant. Parking sensors, it will show the camera. This is the front camera, there's 360 camera right there. Then it will show, so you have lots of choices of cameras. These are cameras from the mirror, the rear camera. You can see how really good the camera is, and it can also indicate these to help you see exactly where you are going into. Of course, you have that top eye view. And then you have the front one. If you want to just keep the front one, and then you can have also on the side, so it can see that Q8 on the other side, and these other S-line. The traction control here, which is really good. You can switch it off and make the car misbehave a little bit. Of course, you have the off on to start button. Press it. That means whenever you stop, the car switches itself off. You have the drive selection. This is where you can select what you want. By pressing the button, you can select in terms of the driving options that you have. You can put it in dynamic. You can either put it in auto. You can either also put it in comfort mode, where really this car has some adaptive dampers. From comfort, you can go to efficient, where it's really efficient in terms of fuel. You can also select in terms of all loaded, or you can put it in off-road mode. You also have the volume here, the skip and the volume here. You can also switch on and switch off your infotainment system right from here. By doing that, you can add the volume. You can add the volume. Of course, you can skip by pushing it this way, to the right or to the left. You have the USB port right there, and you have this compartment here where you can put something with that illuminating LED light there. I like the start button, really. It has that red trimming all around it, which makes it really looks good. I like that. You have that chrome trimming right there, and then you have your quattro here, and you have this glossy black trims all the way going to the other side. The way how glossy it comes here. Of course, your change, that's where you keep your change, that's perfectly fine. So the gear lever, this is a Tiptronic 8-speed automatic. You have the torque converter clutch with this car. Of course, your parking and everything illuminating there. If you want to press to park, you just press the parking button, it goes straight in parking, and you still have that S badge right there. You have the auto brake. So this is normally when you stop somewhere, it will automatically take over and brake for you. You have this compartment here. I do not know what will fit in here, but that gloss black comes all the way. Your cup holders here, it's quite deep inside, and then you can close that. Then if you open here, inside here you have the USB-C port. You have that USB-C port right there, and then a small compartment, of course, where you can store things. I like this feel of the armrest, really. It's nice and soft. The feel of the leather seats, it's also really nice and soft. I like all the stitching, these diamond stitching on it. By a touch of a button, of course, you can pull out your panoramic glass roof. It just does it itself really with ease. And then just by a push of a button, of course, you can close that up, and you can also close up the shade panel as well. It comes all the way, just making it a little bit dark inside if you want it dark like that. So that's quite easy. Looks a little bit dark, so let's keep it open for the purpose of shooting this video. So we keep it all open all the way to the back. There we go. So that's really quite good. I'll open up this one as well, so that we have that fresh air from the outside. Outside the mirror, there's that light that is flashing. This is the blind spot light. So that just shows you when another car is passing and you cannot really see it, the blind spot sensor will come on. I like the chrome finishing right on the paddles, even on the footrest. You have these illuminating trims, chrome trim here with the S-line badge right there as well. Of course, you have the electronic seat adjustment. You can also, by pressing this button, the seat can massage you. You have seat massage. Here at the back, you have these ISOFIX hidden here. You just pop them up for the baby seat. So that's really quite handy there at the back. It clips nicely in there. You also have then these seats that are really nicely stitched in diamond. I like this diamond stitching. It's in white. All those stitching all the way going there, and then and the headrest. Surprisingly enough, really, you have really good space. I like the fact that you can pull this seat either forward as well. Okay, I think forward doesn't really help. You can push it forward, backward as well. The space really feels okay. Well, same applies with the headroom. You can also drop down this, of course, the armrest at the back. Feel like a very important person. You can press that. You have these small cup holders. Not sure what will fit in here. What kind of drink will fit in here? But yeah, you have your cup holders there, and then just by pressing that, you can close it. And I like the fact that these seats are independent in terms of dropping them down. So you can individually drop down the seats. Each seat is separate, is independent in terms of dropping it. So let's say if you have something long that you want to keep at the back, you just, slide it from here, or you can access the back side from here without having to go outside if there's no one sitting here. So all these seats are independently adjustable, dropping them down and all. And then here you of course have your air vent for your aircon at the back. You can also then adjust your aircon from here. You have your 12 volt here, and then you have your charging USB charging here. So at the back here, unfortunately, you do not have USB-C. You only have the normal USB. You have these nets for keeping stuff in here. Your door bins here, not so big, but of course they are good enough to keep a drink in here. And you still have that glossy black right here on the back door panels, and that chrome door hinges. And you still have the Alcantara door panel feel here. The Alcantara just feels really nice and soft. You have the side airbags for the safety wise. You have a lot of airbags here. You have airbags on the sides, at the back as well, so it's quite really protected when you are inside here at the back. The space here, I would be okay for someone to drive me. The sound system that you have here, you have the Bang and Olufsen sound system in here, so it's really a good sound system. I like the fact that here you have the LED lighting, and you have this ambient light which is right here on top of this glossy black on the door panel, so that's really, really good. With all the extras that you have this car, it will cost you 1.5 million Namibian dollars or rand, South African rand. Namibian dollars and South African rand is the same, 1:1. So 1.5 million Namibian dollars or 1.5 South African rand, with all the extras that it has. The competition that this car would have, it would have the compete with the BMW X3, it will compete with the Mercedes-Benz GLC, it will compete with the VW Tiguan, to name a few. So these are the kind of cars that are in the league. So comparing it to those cars, I would put this at 8 out of 10 because I did not drive it, so I do not know how it feels on the road, how all these driving changes options feel when you are on the road, such as dynamic, sports and all that. So it's really quite a good car. I would like to hear from you. What other car would you want me to review? If there's any specific car that you would want to see on YC Test Drive YouTube channel, just put a comment below so that we see which car it is, and then that way we can look for that car, talk about that car, discuss about that car and everything. So in a nutshell, briefly, that's what I can tell you about this car. There's more to it. If I ever get a chance to drive it, I will tell you even more about this car. You make sure you like, comment and share and subscribe. The more you subscribe, it will help this channel to grow. The algorithm will start recommending these videos to others that are in your circle. So thank you so much for watching until the end. I will see you in my next video. See you.